Jeez. So look at that. Hey guys, we're out here in the high desert today, and what looks like empty land can actually hide something much bigger and much more dangerous. In a massive crackdown, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department carried out a large-scale operation targeting illegal tomato plant grows, resulting in 64 arrests and 54,000 tomato plants being seized. Before we get started, just a quick heads up. Throughout this video, we'll be using the term tomato plants as a stand-in for what was actually found here, just to keep things YouTube friendly. All right, guys, let's go down. This is pretty sketchy. There's a lot of sand, obviously. Oh, they concreted it though. And Mrs. 909 up there at the top still taking pictures, which is a good thing. Like you can see somebody's dog prints were here at one point. Hello? It is hard to believe. Hello? Wow. You can see they had their, this looks like bamboo sort of coverings there. And a bunch of potting soil and pots. Yeah. A lot of homemade ventilation. Yeah. Wow. Dang, this place is pretty big. Fans everywhere. I think you used to be able to get back there a lot further. But as you can see, everything is being reclaimed by the sand, which is a good thing. Very good thing. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I think, ooh, look at that. That is what a avalanche would look like. Obviously on a totally different scale. Oh. Yeah, this place is almost reclaimed, guys. Oh, I don't like that. Just sliding into everything. As illegal as this was, it sure does feel pretty sturdy. I guess they had some, I don't know who would they be able to hire to come out here and do this. But yeah, you guys can see this went all the way back there, and look at my foot, guys. I don't want to have a quicksand effect in the sand here, so I gotta tread very lightly. There are other things that we can check out here. So we came out this way. Let's go through this way. Oh yeah, let's turn it on, guys.
Oh yeah, all these ones too.
All right, everything. AC should be kicking on any minute.
It's actually cooler.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad. Oh wow, guys, look at it goes way down there. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I thought this was going to be it. Completely threw me off.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was
Like water tank.
yeah. I was not expecting that. We'll get down there.
A lot of work.
Yeah. Well, that room's been filled in.
Is it a room or is it an exit? Because it kind of, oh, okay. From back there, it looked like what we walked down in.
No, I think this was that whole, the AC thing. Remember we walked by it right up top?
You can see it.
Yeah. Well, I actually have more lights in the van. I wasn't anticipating it being that dark down there. Wow. Got several rooms.
Huh?
They got several rooms like this. We're all under. They built this and then covered it back up with sand so it'd blend in with the desert. Look at all this. Jeez.
That door right there behind you.
Number 9.
Oh, that's weird.
What are they all out of sync? That's 2.
That's 10. That's 9.
So this is probably 1. It probably numbered all the way down and then came back up.
So far 10 rooms.
Yeah, so here's number 1. Wow. That's what we just walked in. Actually, let's take a quick walk in here again. I'm imagining all 10 of these rooms.
Oh, there's more than 10.
I'm imagining all of these rooms are going to have the same thing.
Let me show you.
Yeah. Here's room number 9. And again, guys, we're about, I don't know, 15 to 20 feet underground.
It don't look like it.
Very unstable. Wow.
They're hard.
Yep. Yeah, you can see they were growing. Definitely already growing here. We'll talk a little bit more about what went on here, or about the whole operation as a whole here in just a few minutes. Yeah, so every one of these rooms are just jam-packed.
I wonder how many they have in here in every room. Like,
I don't know. I have no idea. I wonder where they were getting the water from.
well, they have tanks right there.
I know, but I
so
mean,
they probably brought a big tanker.
wow. I'm just saying, I wonder how many, or where they were getting the water from to even fill the tanks up at. Sunlight. Yeah, that's caved in. That'd actually be a good picture. Let me snag that before we go in and have a look. Don't go too far. Jeez. So look at that. Yeah, definitely has seen better days. This structure has. Wow. Now this looks like desert stuff. It doesn't look like something they'd be growing here. I doubt Sheriff's Department would leave that stuff. No, I don't think the...
Look, yeah, it is. It's still in the dirt.
No.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay. It looked like it was.
Yeah.
But look, it is. It is. It's the same stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah. This room, I think, has to be the messiest one out of them all so far.
Looks like an octopus.
Oh,
The
the ducting.
yeah.
So a little bit, just a very, very little bit about the operation on everything that went down from the sheriff's department. It says the bus was part of a large enforcement effort known as Operation Hammer Strike. The deputies and the tomato enforcement team served 35 search warrants across multiple high desert areas, including Phelan, Adelanto, and Apple Valley. In just about 2 weeks, authorities arrested 64 suspects, seized 54,000 plus tomato plants, confiscated over 10,000 pounds of processed tomatoes, and shut down hundreds of illegal greenhouses. This is more than likely one of the largest. As you guys can see behind me, there are 16 identical rooms to this here. And that's just half of what we found here. That's not including the other side that has already collapsed and caved in. This is huge, guys. All right, you guys might notice a slight change in the audio. I moved my mic off my shirt. I've never had, a successful video leaving my mic here to rub against my neck. Here goes another room, the same room. Let's go back out and let me show you guys what we found for their water source. Or it's not their source, but where they stored water to water these plants. Okay, guys, so this isn't their actual water source, but it's what they use for water storage. You got room 1 through 8, and then room 9 through 16. And then down here, again, it's basically down this way, looks to be what was down here. It's just all caved in now. Maybe something similar.
There's no water pipes coming this way.
At least not anymore. They could have been.
No, there's no hole.
Really?
Nothing like over there.
Okay, well, either way, we see water lines going up and over.
Oh, I see.
So you got
I didn't.
A and B. So I don't know. Maybe this was.
They go down that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're right there.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is actual tomato plants. Maybe that was the nursery. And this is where all the adulting plants would be. Yeah. This is crazy, guys. This is super crazy.
What's more crazy is that they left it. Like the office.
Oh, the sheriff's department? Yeah.
They take the tomato plants, the money, the fugitives, and then they leave everything else to. And when I was reading comments about this on the news, that's what everybody's complaints were.
That they left it?
When are they going to clean it up? Because they leave it all for every place that they hit.
Well, I think, I don't think it'd be sheriff's department's job to clean this up. I think it would be BLM, Bureau of Land Management, because this is unincorporated area.
With all of them, that was the complaint. When are they going to clean them up? Not just this one.
Yeah, well, somebody has to take responsibility for it. So, it could be, obviously financially, the people that did this and are in custody are the ones that are financially responsible for cleaning this up. Once it is cleaned up, or I have a feeling, you guys can see that the desert is taking it back. This is all going to be under sand someday, and nobody's even going to know this is here. We're going to walk around a little bit more and just snag some pictures. And like I said, there's some other things in the area. You guys see that? The wind just picked back up. We got about 5 minutes of no wind out here. That's a rare thing for out here where we're at. But we're going to walk around, take some pictures, and then there's some other things that we can check out here before we take off. All right, guys, so there is another little trailer here, which I'm sure was their office. Look, those things are all shriveled up from being in the sun for
I think people lived
4 or 5 summers. Yeah, they probably did.
That was nice. Listen, careful.
Maybe.
with the nail and stuff down.
Yeah. Yeah, this was their house, somebody's house.
Or where guys stayed.
Or, I was gonna say probably where the workers slept. I say workers like, I mean that very loosely, guys. Yeah.
Because a lot of them weren't from here.
Really?
Yeah. So they probably didn't know where to live.
Yeah, so again, guys, this was a huge operation. This wasn't the only place. There were, I believe they said in total 32 search warrants in all, and this was just one of them. This was just one of them. And the 64 people in question that were, I guess, serving time. I don't know, but it was something between 64 people, but there was 104.
103.
103 in total that were arrested,
Yes.
but I guess
64.
only 64 were actually taken into custody.
Who knows if they're still in jail?
Yeah.
Or prison. Depends
Yep.
on if it's their first or second.
Yep. Or have been deported to their country. All right, so just wanted to show you guys this real quick. At first, it looks like it was like a jungle gym or something that was part of a playground, but the closer I look at it, you could tell it was one of those like greenhouse tents.
Yeah.
It was a greenhouse at one point. You can see the structure, the skeletal structure, and the dome shape of the tent. Which, you know, if you guys live up here in the desert, you guys are all too familiar with this, with these tents. They're kind of littered. The desert is littered with them.
Babe, stop.
Emergency disconnect, yeah. They made sure to remove all of this. They didn't want anybody coming back out here and hooking this up.
Edison.
Yeah, they probably were the ones that did it. All right, guys, so we are actually standing on top of those rooms that we just checked out, because here's the backside of them. So this whole area right here, we are standing on top of those rooms.
That's the side.
Yeah, because this is the backside. This is the backside that's caving in with all the sand in it. And here is that one room. We were just taking pictures in it. So no, it doesn't look like it goes outside of the property. Operations like this show just how much can happen out here that most people never even notice. From the scale of it to how hidden it all was, it really puts things into perspective. If you guys enjoyed this one, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure all your notifications are set on or turned on, and smash the like button. It'll let YouTube know to start sharing my videos with others. Thank you guys so much for watching.